Everyone has a fantasy. It's time for the Hooters Fantasy Players of the Week.
Try Hooters' new stuffed wings.
Stuffed? Stuffed how?
They're real wings. And they're really stuffed.
How'd they do that? That's a thing?
Our world-famous wings. Hand-stuffed every day with your choice of Cajun jambalaya or zesty chorizo.
Stuffed with jambalaya. Stuffed.
Hooters' new stuffed wings. One bite, and you're a believer.
Yes.
Hooters.
Stafford's got it. Looks, throws, deep middle. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. Oh, Kenny Golladay. That is outstanding. Oh, 31 yards, and the Lions have the lead for the first time today. Stafford put that on a rope.
Nomis J, man, coming at y'all real quick. It's about time I address some things. It's about time some things get addressed. So I want to ask y'all the big elephant question in the room. Y'all still want to trade A'Shawn Robinson? Do y'all still want to trade A'Shawn Robinson? Because I know he's been like the man D lineman since he was drafted here, or at least since his second official year that he got more time to start. He's been the most criticized player on the defensive line, right, more than Ziggy at times. Oh, for any little reason you can think of, y'all been criticizing this man. And again, I understand because I'm a little more patient. This man, first things first, shout out to the fellow on Twitter that tried to call me out. I think it's Detroit Legendary Sportscast. He called himself clowning me on Twitter a little bit because I shared a video where somebody was breaking down film on A'Shawn Robinson's first two games and how he had been making plays. Then the guy comes and claims that A'Shawn only made one play in 2 games, and I was happy, and it's a sad thing that I'm happy, basically. So I'm like, okay, that's funny. First things first, y'all. When it comes to making plays, it don't always gotta appear on the stat book. Sometimes it could just be you wreaking havoc and making your presence felt. It don't always got to be on the stat book. Not every single play, just because you're making plays, now I mean everything's going to appear on the stat book, man. A'Shawn Robinson has been a man on a mission. It was just really since last year, and I can honestly say, I can credit some of this to Bo Davis, his former Alabama D-line coach, if I'm correct. Now he's part of the Detroit Lions staff as D-line coach, if I'm correct. I think it's Bo Davis. Yeah, I think it's Bo Davis. His name. You can credit that. I feel like it's been a change with A'Shawn and a few other players on this team ever since he got here. And Paul Pasqualoni is a defensive line and linebacker guru himself. And that connection to me, I always felt it was going to do Lions some good. Now the D line is actually starting off slow this year due to the fact of the matter. guys who are somewhat injured, and Trey Flowers trying to rework himself back in. And I want to say this: slow down on Trey Flowers right now. He's a guy you go see come later down the line. That's why they got him. They didn't get him to be some superstar. They just paid. You had to pay this guy. You know what I'm saying? Or you just go pay more for other guys. Definitely. He fits the system, an immediate fit. Give it some time, man. The guy didn't really get a chance to have like a training camp like that or anything of that matter. Not making excuses for him, but just be a little bit more patient. As long as we win is all that matters. But A-Sean, back to A-Sean, man. This guy has been making plays. A lot of people been saying get him out of here because, oh, well, he's the type player that only plays good depending on who's next to him or this and that and the third. And I'm like, that's not true. Y'all have to understand. Last year, they switched a new scheme. So they got to get everybody adjusted to it. You got Ricky Jean-Francois and Sylvester Williams starting. Why, out of all the people you could have been picking on, why was it A-Sean? And it just didn't make any sense. These guys was making way more money than him to be trash. You know what I'm saying? At least he was developing, okay? This guy's, I think he's on to a big year this year. Definitely, if he can stay healthy and keep it consistent, he's going to definitely be up to a big year. And when the other guys do kind of catch up, the D-line is, to me, going to still be nasty. That's why I'm waiting. I'm not really judging too heavy right now until later down the line. When we get late October, November-ish, that's when I'm going to start really paying attention to what the D-line develops into. But we got a couple setbacks in Mike Daniels being hurt. I'm still waiting on what's going on with that. Then Deshaun Hand is still out. So we going to need this bye week, hopefully, to make sure you can take pressure off to get a couple of these guys back, or at least one of them, because you don't want to make it all just A-Sean by himself. Kevin Strong came in and made a couple nice plays, but again, A-Sean, man, I'm actually proud that this man's finding his wind again, starting off faster. He usually starts off, does a little slower, and then maybe pick it up down the line, but he's actually starting off real strong right now. And do y'all think that this man could get an extension? Do y'all still want to trade him now? You know what I'm saying? I think he deserves to be here as a line. I think he wants to play here, man. He's young. You don't give up on these young guys like that. That's the best part about it. He's real young still. Got a lot of years ahead of him, man. Big guy, strong, physical. This is why you have to wait a minute in player development. Same with Joe Dow, man. We seeing it with him on the offensive line. He's been making some plays, man. And that was noted. I mean, Kerryon, for God's sake, scored a touchdown. He turns around and gets Joe Dahl the ball, and he spikes in the end zone. So at some point, that was his way of maybe crediting Joe Dahl. And that's what it means to have player development. And sometimes when it comes to player development, you have to be patient. And that's why I say I endorse A-Sean to eventually get an extension for 4 or 5 more years or so. As long as he keeps playing like this, fine with me. I'm not looking to trade him. But y'all leave in the comment section, man, how you feel about it. How you like his production. Do you think he'll be able to stay consistent? Do you hope he stay consistent? You want him to stay here? Leave it in the comment section, man. It's your boy Nomis. I'm just out. Peace. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Nomis J, man, coming at y'all. Just wanted to talk some more about the Detroit Lions, man. As y'all know, yesterday I put out a video about A'Shawn Robinson. And today I also was thinking about this. And I know this may be a kind of out there statement, but I feel like this is the best linebacking core from the Detroit Lions we've seen in a while. And I know some people may say, if you go back to DeAndre Levy and even Steven Tullett was in his last few years when he was with the Lions, and DeAndre Levy, although was a heck of a player, and I still kind of miss him to this day, he was very injury prone, and you seen what happened when it was all said and done. It was unfortunate with him. This is our linebacking core is young, and everybody has their own style. Devon Kennard has been amazing to start this year off, man. Definitely as a pass rusher, definitely been one of our best pass rushers on the team, man. Starting off, and this is what you kind of want, get guys like him going early, especially when you have guys on the defensive line who still need to gel. And hopefully, again, Mike Daniels is okay. Hopefully, I haven't heard any more stories about him. Hopefully, they just took him out the game to prevent anything longer than that. I hope he doesn't have a sprained foot or anything like that. But yeah, No, then you look at Jarrad Davis, who probably the most unappreciated player on the Lions defense, without a doubt, just because of his criticism of how he's lived up to his first round pick or anything of that nature. A lot of stuff that was voted about Ray Lewis, being tagged to his name in some kind of way, Jarrad Davis is definitely a guy I can count on out there, man. It was so good to see him back here again yesterday, man. Already first game back, forced a fumble, and you know what I'm saying, and that's what you want to see, man. Him make a statement. Didn't have a crazy game, but for his first game back to do something like that, that's what you want to see. Only makes us feel better within the future, man. This guy is just going to keep growing and keep growing and keep growing. He can literally play just about any position on the linebacker, man. He's so fast. And then, Reese Maben, he's done a couple nice things. Definitely, he's done a couple nice. It's good to see him actually get some reps out there, man. And he hasn't looked necessarily bad. You can tell he's like the quiet one of the group out of all of them. But I've seen him help on cover assignments in the past, and I've seen him make tackles. I've definitely seen him in the Arizona Cardinals game. He was dropping back in a lot of coverages, from what I can tell. Don't hold me to that, but that's what I know his jersey is 44, so I know I've seen him out there, man. But as we know, the main name we've been focused on, even next to Jarrad Davis, is the man they put next to Jarrad Davis in Jahlani Tavai, man, the second round pick. Another heavily criticized player coming out of college due to the fact the way he was drafted and nobody knew about him. This guy has been shutting people up. Like I'm tempted to do the old Barack Obama meme with him having his hand across his ear, like I don't hear the haters. This guy is a stud. Nobody on this linebacker core is perfect at all, but they all have their unique abilities, man. And I feel like the Lions low-key got one of the most underrated linebacking cores right now. I know, again, that's a way out there kind of statement, but the Lions, to me, got one of the most underrated linebacking cores in the league. Don't be surprised if they gel properly like we think they will with the defensive line. Don't be surprised at the end of the year we hear that we got like one of the top 10 linebacker cores or even top 7 or 5. Don't be surprised. If we gel the way I think, if the defense gels the way we think it should gel, especially with starting with that D-line, our linebackers are about to feast. Most of these guys can do a little bit of everything. And it's so good. Well, the best thing about it, Devon Kennard is in his second year of the 3. So he possibly will be coming back. And, the rest of the guys are on rookie contracts. Especially just Tavai, he just got drafted. Jarrad Davis probably will get a fair deal too down the line, and I will be in first of voting for that. Same probably for Reese Maben. However, even I have to say, Christian Jones, I ain't gonna leave him out. He hasn't been exactly what you call stellar, but he's to me been better than he did so far this year than he was last year. I know he got burnt in coverage a lot of situations this past game, but to me he was left kind of hanging at the same time. The way they coordinate sometimes on defense, like sometimes the safeties don't pick up on assignments either, and that's kind of what it is. And I wouldn't really try to throw him in coverage on a smaller running back unless you just kind of have him push up to kind of slow you down. Outside that, I wouldn't try to jump him back in coverage because he's not as fast as a Jarrad Davis or a Reese Maben type of guy. I wouldn't try that with him. You can't really blame that on him too much. He's gotten some good pass rushing assignments too. He even got a sack, I believe, this past game. He's been playing a lot more better than last year, to me. I know people may have their opinions about him, but at least he made some kind of improvement, what I can tell. So, man, that's always good to see. Will he come back next year? I don't know. But at the end of the day, I'm liking our linebackers right now. Again, some people may not feel the same way, but I just love the potential that they're showing, and I love that we're seeing progress. They do make attempts to cover. They do a little bit better. They still got to work on coverage a lot. They can still work a little bit more on their pass rush to me, but I'm liking what I'm seeing. Do any of y'all feel the same way, man? Leave in the comment section. I know how to drag this video out. If there's anything you felt that you wanted to mention, leave it in the comment section, man. This is Nomis J, man. The Lions linebacking core is young and tough, and I'm out. Peace.